Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of JVZoo Webinars, Webinar Swaps, Rich Willems Webinars, and all the webinars at sea. I don't know why I said that. I just wanted to do that. Welcome to the program. My name is Rich Willems, and we are broadcasting live all the way at the bottom of the great state of Mississippi, right on the Gulf of Mexico. And we are fortunate tonight to bring a good friend who's been here once before, whose products you've seen on the Warrior Forum and Warrior Plus, and you've seen them because they work, and they're such an awesome products. I met Sam a few years ago. He was involved with the Warrior Forum and had his Warrior Forum events in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Orlando. It was an awesome event. I got to meet not only him but his partners, and I just fell in love with his products. They've always been great for me. They always work, and I'm privileged and honored tonight to bring on my friend. He's going to teach us all about how to build an e-commerce business in less than 30 days. Please welcome to the program, Sam England. Sam, how you doing?
I am doing great, Rich, and I hope everybody else is doing great. I hope you're doing great, Rich, and everybody out there in different time zones as well. It's a little late in the evening here. We're in North Carolina. It's a little cold, too. I think you got some snow the other day, Rich, or did you not?
We got snow right at the top of Jackson, Mississippi.
Wow,
yeah,
we got
some. Make it to Biloxi, but it did come all the way to Jackson. I don't miss the snow, Sam. How about you?
I don't either. I don't either. Well, we'll get started. We'll get started. Go ahead.
All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kick back here. I'm going to work the back end of it and let everybody know that if you have any questions, go ahead and list your questions in the question box, and the ones that I can't answer, we're going to do a little pattern interrupt throughout this webinar, and Sam will stop and explain what it is your question will be. Other than that, we're going to do just a really short 50-minute, 60-minute presentation on what this program can do for you and how you can build an e-commerce business that's going to be successful and one you can use for years and years to go. Now, Sam, one of the reasons why I'm so excited is because I mentioned this a little bit earlier, that Christmas time is coming up. People kind of looked at me and said, well, we just got done with Christmas 60 days ago. But how important is to build an e-commerce business starting like from today in order to get that momentum going, in order to take advantage of the Christmas rush. And I think that's what we're all looking for. So, Sam, it's all yours.
Thanks, Rich. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and taking the time to listen to me for about 45 minutes or so. And like I said before, James has told you guys that I was giving a freebie out. If you listen to the hangout we did the other day, that for everybody that hangs out here, I've got a 9-video series I'm going to give you. Plus, I'm going to give you this whole presentation slide in a PDF so you can go through it later if you want. Because there's going to be some cool things here, guys, that you want to take and get your pen and paper out and take notes tonight, okay? So if you don't get time for that, I will be giving, if you stay towards the end, at the end of that, I will give you the link to get the slide in the 9-video bonus I told you I'd give you. And the videos are how to build an e-commerce site with using WordPress, okay? So, little freebie just for coming out tonight, okay, guys? So I guarantee that you guys are going to learn some new things about e-commerce you've never seen, and you can use some of these techniques, and we'll show you outside of e-commerce as well, guys. But I guarantee if you've never seen it, if you've never seen this presentation that I've been doing here for the last few months, you've never seen these techniques before, guaranteed by anybody else, because it's rare that anybody teaches this. That's a few things that I'm going to show you here, okay? But get your pen and paper out, guys, and take notes and follow through, okay? One thing, guys, about e-commerce, I've been doing this since 2003, e-commerce. I got started years ago. It was before I started doing events or started doing info products. And I've been doing it successfully full-time ever since then. But a lot of you guys might know me from doing, selling software packages and selling e-commerce and doing the Warrior Forum events and that kind of stuff, right? But I've been still doing e-commerce all throughout these years and keep building my business and building my business. So first thing, guys, I want to go through a little disclaimer here. Despite my documented success, and I'll show you some stats, and the authenticity of this training, this doesn't imply that you will make any money following in my footsteps. In fact, most likely, you will not earn anything, as most folks don't take action. So, are you an action taker and want to learn an easy follow system that can possibly make you financially free? So you got to be an action taker, guys. It's not a whole lot of work in it like a lot of people think there is, but there is some work involved. And after you get, like for example, when you build an e-commerce store, or you list your products on Amazon, or you list your products on eBay, or wherever you're selling your products at, it's there. So there's no, you don't have to ship products or anything else, and I'll explain to you why you don't have to ship products, you don't have to inventory products just in a second, okay? All right. So who is this for tonight, guys? Anyone looking to leave their job and escape the rat race, escape the 9-to-5 job. So maybe if you're working for someone else and you really get tired of getting up in the morning, have to be at your job at 9 o'clock, you have to leave at 8 and drive through traffic and stuff to get to your job at 9, and then and you commute back and forth to work. 5 o'clock you get off. You have to get in your car and you have to commute back home. And it takes a lot of time, and maybe you work with somebody you don't like working for, you don't like the company you're working for, whatever, right? You're there just for the money, and you want to get out of that, right? Anyone who's tried to make money online but can't seem to get it and wants to get rid of the roadblocks. There's a lot, you hear it all the time, that people keep buying stuff and buying all the next little magic thing that flies up in front of them, and they don't take action. For one thing, they don't take action, or they've tried things and kind of just give up on it and didn't make any money at it, and it's never worked for them, right? Anyone looking for extra income to pay bills. So if you don't want to do this full time, a lot of people do e-commerce, guys, just to pay for their mortgage every month, or to save money, enough money to have a nice vacation with their family every year, right? So anyone who could use an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month easily. That's just e-commerce. If you can get started quickly, guys, you can easily start making $5,000 to $10,000 a month really quickly. Doesn't require any special business or marketing skills. It really doesn't, guys. It doesn't require any rocket science stuff, any special algorithm stuff you need to do, any sniper stuff, anything like that. Anyone tired of inconsistent income? So maybe if you're selling T-shirts on Teespring, for example, or you're doing, you're building AdSense sites, you're building maybe affiliate, little mini money sites for Amazon as an affiliate, right? That kind of stuff. Link share, share sell, doing that kind of commission junction types of stuff, and your income's just not consistent, right? So I'm going to do a little number here for you guys, right? How would you guys like to make $200, $300, even $1,000 a day? I'm sure there's a whole lot of you guys would like to just at least make a couple hundred extra a day, 300 to 1,000 a day. So I'm going to show you guys, and let's do the numbers really quickly. This is really simple stuff, guys. $100 a day extra income times $365 days a year is $36,500 a year. Wouldn't that make a lot for you guys? If you could make just an extra $100 a day, then you can split that in half. If you just want to pay the mortgage and save it for vacation, $50 a day with half of that would be $18,000, guys. $18,250, right? That would be a nice vacation for the family. You take your whole family, and even your mother-in-law. Look at it this way, too, guys. $200 a day times 365 days a year is $73,000 a year. Starts adding up, doesn't it? If you can make $300 extra a day, it's $365. If you're doing this full time, guys, $109,000 a year is a pretty good chunk of change, right? But if you break the numbers down, it is smaller than you think, right? $300 a day really isn't a whole lot, but when you start adding it up, it adds up, right? But you always want to have goals. So, my goals was, I first started doing this, I started doing $50 a day and 100, and it kept going up to when I got to $1,000 a day when it really made a whole lot of difference, right? And then it just keeps snowballing from there. But $1,000 a day times 365, guys, is $365,000 a year. Now, wouldn't that just change your life completely? I mean, seriously, you could buy you a new car every year. Almost buy you, these days you could buy a house with that kind of income, right? So you could buy a house within a couple of years have it paid off, especially with e-commerce. Okay, I want to show you guys one of my students. I want to show you here at the beginning. One of my students started in October, in the middle of October, and bought my training from me. And we did some live sessions, and he really went crazy with this. He made like $16,000 in November alone. And he showed me a stat when our training sessions. He showed me the stats in the background. I said, I'd really like to talk to you about this. And this screenshot was taken in December, right before Christmas time. Okay, and by then he'd made $42,500 in December alone. And he just ramped up. He couldn't believe it because he was so busy at this point. He had to hire a couple of people to help him with the orders and stuff that was coming through to handle, send him to the manufacturers and drop shippers and stuff. I'll explain to you in a second what a drop shipper is. So he wasn't handling any products, but he ramped his system up really quickly and just made a whole lot of money. Really good stuff. Another one of my students did $9,640 alone in December this last year, Christmas time. And I'm not saying Christmas is the hottest time of year. It is the hottest time of year, but I'm not saying that's what you rely on, guys, because you want to build your e-commerce business to where you do a lot of different types of seasonal stuff. That way your business can stay busy year round, right? So he did this a little over $10,472.26 by just right before Christmas time this last year. Okay, what is drop shipping, guys? And I know a lot of you probably know what drop shipping is, but I just want to explain this really quickly to the ones out there that doesn't know actually what drop shipping is, guys. So what drop shipping is, it's you go to either Google and find them, a drop shipper, or you go to trade shows, wherever you find these drop shippers from. There's a lot of different ways to do it. You get the agreement to sell their products online. And what they'll do is they'll send you the images and the descriptions and the prices that you'll be paying for and the prices that you need to sell it for, right? So you get all the images from them, the descriptions, which you'll need to change the descriptions up a little bit and stuff to your own, little taste, right? And it's not that much work. What you do is put them on your website, Amazon or eBay, wherever you prefer to sell the stuff, guys. And when you get an order from a customer, you get the money instantly. And so then you pass the order over to your supplier. What you do is you email it over to your supplier, and then they'll send the order over to your customer. And it's done. They'll give you tracking information. You send it to your customer, and the transaction is done unless there's something broken with the order or something happens, which is not too often. Stuff like that doesn't happen because most of these suppliers nowadays are reliable drop shippers, manufacturers. And what it is really, it's just manufacturer or importer, guys, that agrees to sell, let you sell something online, and they ship the stuff to your customers, okay? So they're just a drop shipper at this point. They're actually still a manufacturer, importer, or whatever, right? But we call them drop shippers, so okay? But they'll still manufacture to other places as well. They'll sell to other people as well in bulk and stuff, so like gift stores and stuff like that. So that's what drop shipping is, guys. No inventory, anything like that. You just pay for a bunch of, warehouse space. You're not storing stuff that you bought a whole bunch of that's not selling, that you might have for years. It's hard to, to sell and get rid of. So there's really nothing on your shoulders there at that point, right? So that's the best way to do it is drop shipping. Why choose e-commerce, guys? It's predictable and sustainable. I've been doing this since 2003. I have never had Google slap one of my websites. So Google loves e-commerce sites. If you don't do anything stupid or crazy, which why would you? You're just posting products up on your website, right? But Google loves e-commerce sites. Like I said, guys, I've never had any of my websites slapped by Google, ever, ever, ever. Still ranking. Sometimes I might fight for ranking because sometimes competition comes in and so forth, but it's predictable and sustainable, believe me, because I still run my same first website that we ever built. Still run to this day, the first one I started with in 2003. Once your store is set up, guys, it sells for you 24/7. So you don't have to be there. It's not like how you have. I used to have a computer store, guys. We did computer networks, set up camera systems and VPNs, and set up servers for businesses and stuff like that, right? And I also did in-house repairs and website design and that kind of stuff. This is back in the 90s. I had to pay for billboards. I had to have a store there. I had employees. I had a whole lot of stuff, right? Yellow page ads and just all kind of stuff like that. And all added up, right? I just really got tired of doing that. And I had to be at stores, always had to run it. So this way, store is set up, guys. It sells for you 24/7 because it's virtual. It's online. So people buy all from you. You wake up in the mornings to have all these orders come in. This is great. I love this kind of business. Love it. You can work from anywhere, guys. I go on vacation. I take my laptop with me. I get to work from my laptop, right? As long as you have an internet connection or a laptop. You have to have a laptop with your internet connection. I don't recommend a tablet per se because I have traveled with a tablet and you handle orders and emails and all that kind of stuff, right? But it's a little tough for that with the way the tablet, because you don't have the keyboard, the mouse function and all that kind of stuff to copy and paste and a lot of stuff. It's not as easy as a laptop. But I recommend a laptop, at least a laptop and internet connection somewhere in the world. You can do this, guys. You choose your own hours, full-time or part-time. All right. So if you just want to start this part-time, guys, maybe you're working a job, right? J-O-B. You're working at 9 to 5, and you just want to start this part-time. I highly recommend you starting part-time, guys. And you'll be surprised how fast you can build this up if you dedicate an hour to your time after the kids go to bed, after you eat dinner with the family, everybody goes to bed. Dedicate an hour a night of your sleep time. You'll get used to it, guys. Instead of sleeping 8 or 9 hours a night, sleep 7 to 6. You'll start getting used to it after a couple of weeks, and build this business up part-time until you can do it full-time. That's the thing. That's how I started doing it when I had my computer company. I wanted to do this full-time and not have employees and all that kind of stuff. And that's when I finally, said in 2003, so I'm all done with the computer business and all that kind of stuff and having employees and so forth. Because I wanted to choose my own hours. I was like an employee in my own business, and I hated it. I hated it. Because I always had to be there and stuff to make sure everything was run right. Sure, I had one of the guys that worked for me could do a good job while I was gone, but it still had to be there and had hands on the business a lot, right? You have no boss, guys. You are your own boss. And if you don't do any work, guys, you're not going to make any money. You have to build this up a bit. You have to do a little bit of work. And once you put the products up, they're there, guys, unless the company goes out of, has that product goes out of stock or something like that, you might have to take it out of stock. But the products are always there, guys, selling for you. If you find good manufacturers like I'm going to show you, then it's not, you keep the manufacturers for a long time and keep doing business with them, just keep selling their stuff. It's a real good business. Build a real business that can stand the test of time, guys. You want to build a real business. Doing Amazon stuff, not Amazon, but doing like affiliate stuff with Google, AdSense sites, little mini sites, all this kind of stuff that people's doing Amazon affiliate stuff, like we said a while ago, ClickBank, share sell, link share, commission junction, all that kind of stuff. That's not a real business, guys, because they can slap you anytime and you are done. Your whole business is done overnight. You have no money. It will not come back in if you get business shut down like that. E-commerce is a real business. It'll stand the test of time, and you can literally, guys, can start making money pretty well right away if you just go up there and do it. And actually you can make money pretty well right away without doing a whole lot of work. To be successful with e-commerce, guys, there's 3 things you'll need, and I'll explain to them in a minute. But the first 6 things I'm going to tell you is effective niche research to find hot-selling products. If you don't have hot-selling products, guys, to sell, physical products, or any product per se, if you do not have the hot-selling products, they're not going to sell anything. You're just wasting your time. So you need to have a little bit of research and know how to do that to find the hot-selling products, right? Or tools to help you. You need reliable manufacturers and suppliers to ship this product to your customers. They need to be reliable, guys. Reliable suppliers, manufacturers, importers, whatever you want to call them, we call it drop shippers, right? It's the same thing. The thing is you want reliable people, right? Third-party marketing, Amazon, eBay, etc. And I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes because I really want to stick this in people's head that you need to build your own websites, guys. And let me tell you why. All right? And I got started building my own websites. This before Amazon was even around, okay? eBay was just getting really big at the time. And I started building my websites. And what I realized when eBay came about, and I started doing really good eBay, I had a couple problems with eBay, and I almost got banned from there. And when Amazon came out and started selling Amazon, guys, I got banned from Amazon twice. And I was making a pretty good chunk of change, but I was making enough on my website, so I'm not really worried about it because it's a third-party marketing. Now, let's give you an example, guys. Now, what if you build your business? There's a lot of people out there teaching people say, go do Amazon, do FBA, but they never talk about having your own websites. Think about that. Now, what if Amazon banned you? I've got unbanned twice, got lucky enough, all right? And what if they banned you? Your money's gone, guys. It's gone. It's zero, nada. Your income is gone if you're just relying on Amazon or eBay or Sears.com. There's a lot of different ones you can sell your stuff on, guys. But my whole point here is never, ever, ever, ever rely on any third-party website or whatever, blog or whatever it is, third-party selling platform like Amazon, eBay, or any kind of business you're in, guys. Never rely on that. You need to have your own websites, whether any kind of business you're doing, but especially with e-commerce, because you want to be able to still be able to make money, guys, right? There's a lot of products I sell I won't sell on Amazon because I like to have control of just sales that comes to my websites. So, but you need third-party marketing, guys. You need to still sell on Amazon. That's what I'm trying to get at, and eBay. But you need to really rely on your own websites. That's one of the biggest things I like to teach people. But you really want to build it big on Amazon because you can make a lot of money. I make a lot of money during the holidays on Amazon. I still make quite a bit of money throughout the year, too. I'm still selling a lot of Christmas stuff this time of year in February. Okay? You want a website or websites that accept payments, and you want to build more than website, guys. You want to start off with one and start to understand how it works, and you can build websites and put products on and lickety-split. No time flat, lickety-split. And I'm not talking about big websites, guys, either. I'm talking about smaller websites. It takes you no time at all to put together, put the products on, and then you're just going to build your next website. And you don't have to build a whole bunch of them. You don't have to build hundreds of them. I have 40 websites right now, maybe 41 or 2, whatever, something like that. A little over 40 websites. But I've had as little as a couple dozen. I've had over 100 at one time. But you really don't need a whole lot of them. As long as you have, eventually have, a dozen or 2 websites, you're going to have 4 or 5 out of that, a couple dozen. It's going to make you really good income, okay? And the other ones are going to trickle along. So, but it's really important to guys have your own website, okay? Website and websites, okay? Different niches too, and I'll explain to you here in a little bit about that. Traffic generation strategies that work over time, guys. You need to know a little bit of basic stuff, a little basic SEO to do on your websites. You need to know how to write decent product descriptions, which is really easy, guys. You just need to put your mind to it. Short descriptions, it gives you good SEO meat there to get some traffic in. That's one of the things I like to do, and there's a couple other ways of doing it. And software that helps you along the way, guys. We always need little pieces of software. I use QuickBooks for things. I use different research software, little pieces of software. You don't need, a lot of times you don't need no massive stuff, guys, but you always need little pieces of software to help you along the way, right? Makes things easier and quicker, right? Okay, we're going to cover the three keys of building a successful e-commerce business, guys, and this is here, you need to start getting your pen and paper out here soon. I'm going to share some cool stuff with you. Key number one, find hot niche products, guys. Talked about it a minute ago. Three things we're going to talk about, and I'll show you here in a minute. But one is find hot niche products, guys. Find and reliable manufacturers to the hottest things you have to do before you do anything. You have to find the product, and then you have to find the manufacturers to fulfill that need to your customer, because you have to have the product to ship to your customer. If there's a niche that there's no product, then there's not a niche, right? I'll give you guys an example here. Look at this. How many reviews? And this is one thing I like to look at a lot is when I'm doing a research, especially on a category product. I like to see how many reviews, guys, because to be honest with you, if this the one in the middle here is 1,430, just Go Pet Club Cat Tree, 1,434 reviews. They probably sold 15, 20,000 of these because not a lot of people leave reviews. It's the same on Amazon and the same on eBay. Maybe 1 out of 10 people, maybe 1 out of 20, 15 to 20 might just leave a review of products you sell. So imagine how many of these sold. See, look at this little table. And who would think Espresso Living Set table for Eno, 263 reviews. It's not too bad, guys. It's sold a few thousand of these at least. Okay. There's another the Pet Cat Tree, 577. So that's kind of things you want to really look for. We'll go and talk about that more in just a minute. Find hot niche products, guys. Make sure you have a target market that has repeat customers. The best customers are one that already knows you and trusts you. You want to make sure your target market has repeat customers, guys. So we'll explain that to you in a minute, a little bit more. Is it seasonal niche product like Christmas ornaments, Halloween costumes? Maybe you're selling gardening stuff, that kind of stuff, guys. I sell cycling stuff, gardening stuff, and I'll give you some examples here in a minute. Some good niches you guys can think about. That way you get your juices flowing, your middle juices flowing, right? Competition is good, guys. It shows that there's a market, but know your competitors and research them beforehand. If there's no competition, guys, there is no market. So competition is good, right? Shows there's a market, because if there's no competition, there's not a market. There's no use in trying to sell something. You can't really create a niche. You can't create a sub-niche, but it's hard to really create a niche. But you can create a sub-niche of another niche. But you want to have competition, guys. And also, you always want to know your competitors and research beforehand. It's really easy to do, guys. Google's out there. It's amazing how big Google is now and how easy you can research stuff from other people. Okay? Avoid products that everyone in the world is trying to sell. Don't try to sell commodities, guys. Commodities. Toilet paper, toothpaste, toothbrushes, I don't know, cheap shot glasses, cheap reading glasses, anything commodities, guys. Don't sell. You can't compete with Walmart as well, guys. So don't sell what they always sell what they don't. Anything that you can buy, like hats and T-shirts for your local college or for your college team or your NFL team. Most of the time you can buy that stuff at Walmart or some of the smaller stores, right? But maybe there's a particular jersey or something that you just can't buy anywhere, right? You'd have to go to the mall to get or something like that. So you want to concentrate on that kind of stuff, but don't sell anything at Walmart, that kind of stuff you won't sell at all. No. Concentrate on more expensive and lightweight products, guys. Don't limit your profits. More expensive and lightweight, guys, because when you get to lightweight, your freight is going to be cheaper. So when a manufacturer ships out a product for you, they're either going to use your UPS or FedEx account, or they're going to use theirs and charge you for it, right? But UPS and FedEx is pretty expensive these days, so I like to concentrate on more expensive products, anywhere from $75 to $100 and on up, and lighter weight products. That way I can make more profits, right, for sale. Don't give up, guys. Take advantage of the resources that you have on the internet. Think about it. I started in 2003, and there was no info products really teaching you about selling online. There was a couple little bitty PDFs and stuff that people had out there. They were selling for a lot of money. It wasn't worth much of anything. YouTube, I don't even think was around at the time, 2003, I'm not sure, but if it was, it wasn't that big. But what I'm saying, guys, you have a lot more resources, tools, or software, all kinds of stuff out there now that you've got that I didn't have back then, because I had to learn all this stuff on my own. I didn't have all the people teaching me. I didn't have info products. Google wasn't that big, and so on and so forth. So you guys should not never, ever give up, because you guys have a lot more resources and advantage than what I had when I started in 2003, right? Hot niches for you guys. Get your pen and paper out. College, collegiate, and NFL, right? Sports fanatics. They are sports fanatics. So if you was a Florida Gators, you went to the Florida Gators University, whatever, in Florida, and you moved to North Carolina. Would you root for NC State, North Carolina State? Well, no, because you went to Florida, right? So you'd always be an alumni, and your family would always probably be buying you gifts at Christmas time and your birthday and stuff for your team because you're an alumni, right? You never lose loyalty to that team. And there's always rivalries in the family and stuff, and they're really big fanatics, right? NFL, the same thing. Now, NFL, on the other hand, you can choose teams because there's no loyalties there. If you lived in Cincinnati and you moved to another state, you can always root for an NFL team because you didn't go to school or anything. There's no school for it. It's just an NFL team, right? So there's really no loyalty. But collegiate is a really big one. Give you guys a couple of other quickies here, and you guys this can go on and on and on. I just want to give you guys, let your juices flow here just a little bit and think about things, right? Right? Cycling. One big one. I've been to cycling stuff. That's a seasonal thing too, guys. I sell a lot of stuff in the spring and summer when it starts warming up. A lot of cyclists like to buy their jerseys, their new hats, their socks, their shoes, their carbon fiber frames for their bike, new different things, right? They always like to add little gadgets and stuff like that. So cycling's a big niche. Golfing, right? Think about it. Golfers love their stuff, guys. All their divot tools and their putter covers, and they always like the next. I'm not a golfer, so I do sell golfing stuff, but I'm not into golfing, but there's a lot of stuff you can sell, guys. Scuba diving. I'm a scuba diver, so I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on gear and stuff and all kinds of different computers, scuba diving computers and different kinds of things and fins and gloves and masks, and I've got all kinds of stuff, guys. BCs, octopuses, and all that kind of stuff. So that stuff get really expensive, and they're fanatics, right? Baby and infant products. So you guys the basket, the bayonet, whatever it was a while ago for the babies. There's a pet thing I showed you guys a minute ago. Look, survivalists is big, guys. Pets, pet people fanatics over their pets. Healthcare, bird watchers, and we'll talk about bird watchers in just a few minutes, guys. I'm going to show you some cool examples. Scrapbooking, guys, is big. Hunting. There's actually a scrapbooking thing that goes on in Raleigh every year. It's like one of the biggest scrapbooking events. I actually popped in there one day. Like Rich said, I did a few Warrior Forum events up in Raleigh at the hotel that I did them in a couple of weeks before we did our event. The hotel had told me that the next biggest one to us was a scrapbooking event. So they just so happened to have been there one week, and I was checking the hotel out and make sure there's, how everything was before we did our event. And there's all these different rooms full of these people do scrapbooking. Pretty big thing. Hunting, guys, hunters love their hunting gear and stuff, their bows and arrows and all their dress and stuff, the camo, all that kind of stuff. Duck hunters like duck calls and all kinds of stuff, guys. Martial artists like their stuff. MMA, think about MMA, guys. UFC, that kind of stuff. Holiday niches, guys. Holiday niches, think about it. Christmas, Halloween, Father's and Mother's Day, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, etc., etc. Guys, if you go to Google, guys and girls, sorry. If you go to Google, you can type in daily holidays. It's just about a holiday for every day of the year. A lot of small holidays, but you just don't think about it. There's a lot of holidays, right? Hobby and novelty products, guys. How about man cave kind of stuff, right? That's novelty stuff, right? The big rug he put in this man cave, the big fancy chairs for the reclining chairs. It's got his team logos on it, right? The mascot statue he's got there because it's just got his team mascot in there. All the flags he's got hanging up this man cave, right? Any hobbyist stuff, guys? Anybody like to fly? Give you guys some examples. They like to do their little RC planes, right? People like their little RC planes or the little RC cars, that kind of stuff, right? There's a lot of different, hobbies. Another hobby was a scuba dive. I call it a hobby. It's just more or less a hobby, right? Bird watchers is a hobby. But any hobbyist guys like to spend money, okay? So it's a good thing to think about. So I'll take my time on that so you guys can take your notes. But like I said, stick here at the end, and I'll give you guys the link to this whole slide, okay? Give you guys an example of what kind of stuff has been selling. I told you guys a little bit about, talking about college. look here, guys, Christmas tree garland, 3 of them, right? I've been selling a lot of NASCAR types of stuff too. Sell a whole lot of them too, but they're a little cheaper, but I got a company just whips them right out, and I make a good profit on every one of them. There's another college one. Baseball Christmas ornament, guys. Who would think of it? Was it a baseball? It's all it was, a little baseball Christmas ornament, 7 of them at one time. Crazy, right? This is November of 2014. I'll give you guys an example of a product that I picked up in November 10th, 2014. I had uploaded the product, and this is the date that Amazon had put it on Amazon, 11/10/2014, and within a couple of days I'd sold 3 of them. I'll show you here. And it was on the 10th that I loaded it, right here. And the 13th I sold 1, 2, and on the 14th I sold 3. And let's just get a start. Within 3 days, guys started selling that quick. And what it was African-American, 16 African-American tree topper with feathers. Within about 3 weeks, I sold them all out for that company, and which went crazy. I'm not sure if they're going to get any more in this year, but I've been doing a couple of research on getting a replacement for it, right? Number 2, guys, key number 2, finding reliable manufacturers. Investigate and research competition. That's a really good way of doing it, guys. Give you an example. See a product you find that's selling really good. A lot of people put in the description who the manufacturer is, guys, especially on Amazon. eBay to do it too, though. A lot of times they put it either in the whole title of the listing of the product or in somewhere in the content of or the description of the listing. And then all you have to do is just go to Google and type in GoPro Cat or whatever, GoPro Cat Bed or whatever, and you can find the manufacturer just looks like that, right? So a lot of them, if you just investigate and research competition, you find it, guys. I've actually even called my competition and on a rare occasion got the manufacturer's name that I wanted. That's no lie. Sometimes they'll just give it right out to you. Research trade shows and merchandise market directories to easily find reliable manufacturers, guys. I started doing drop shipping by going to trade shows in Atlanta and Florida and different places to find find drop shippers, manufacturers. And this is before, like I said, 2003, nobody really knew what drop shipping was. I had to explain to these different manufacturers trade shows what it was. And then they say, wow, that's really cool. Yeah, we can do that for you. We can ship it to your customers. And it, I didn't say I never started, drop shipping, but I had to educate a lot of people back then. So I went to a lot of trade shows. But back then they didn't have these directories online, guys. They had the trade show listings, but you couldn't find the directories of all the manufacturers were there. So in other words, you had to go to the trade show, okay, to see these people. But nowadays they have directories, guys, and most of the time you don't even have to be a member or anything to find a directory of all the people listed at these trade shows in these merchandise markets. And they're all over the country here. They're all over the world, actually. But there's just certain ways you need to find out, how to go about searching for the directories and then narrow it down to the niche product you're looking for. It's really easy, guys. Then you can find manufacturers quickly after you find the products you're looking for. Pay attention to details, guys, when investigating a potential manufacturer. It's very, very important to know who you're dealing with beforehand after you find a hot niche product. When you start investigating manufacturers, you want to know how fast they reply back to you on emails, or if you left a message, a voicemail or something like that. You always want to know it and see if they can get back with you in a fair amount of time. You want to know that you're dealing with a decent manufacturer before you start doing any business with them, right? So always keep note and details, guys. Know what you're doing with them before you start working with them. I'm not saying there's a ton of them out there there are bad people to work with, because 99.9% of them out there are good people to work with. Just sometimes the people that might work internally not doing a good job at it. Sometimes you run into that. Maybe they got good product and stuff, but maybe their internal just doesn't work really well. Some of the people that's working there, and you can usually spot that very, very quickly, guys. Okay. Don't use middlemen. Never pay a monthly fee, guys. Have you guys ever heard of DOBA, D-O-B-A, or Worldwide Brands, WWB? They call it Worldwide Brands. What they do is they go to these trade shows and they get all the agreements to sell products for these same people that you would find on Google or going to trade show or doing the directory searches that I do. And they get the agreement to do that, but what you do, you have to go through them to get the product sent up back and forth. So it's just you're going through a middleman. It's not really good. You never want to pay a monthly fee to anyone to be able to drop ship, because manufacturers don't do that to you. They never charge you monthly fees. So never, ever, ever pay a monthly fee to anyone to be able to sell their products, or even do a minimum order or anything like that. Actually have to inventory products. Never, never, never. Okay, it's not what drop shipping is. You always want to go work directly with the manufacturer. So never work with anybody that charges you a monthly fee, or a service online that says they can find a manufacturer for you. Because you can do it yourself, guys. You don't need to have somebody do it for you. Okay. Find manufacturers who do not sell to the general public. Here's what I mean. If you find a manufacturer, you Google them, you go to their website. They have a mission statement about their products and their company, maybe how long they've been in business, and they have a contact us and that kind of stuff on their website. But if they're selling their own products there on their website, sell to the general public, what I mean, then you don't want to sell their stuff either because you're competing against them. I guarantee you're selling on Amazon, everywhere they can sell. Okay, so you're competing against them. So if you see a manufacturer's website, when you find them and get your, you see the contact information, if they have a store there that they're actually selling to the general public. Now, there's nothing wrong with having your products listed on your website, but just don't have buy buttons where people can buy that stuff to the general public and buy from them, okay? Never, 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 okay? Very important. Okay, give you guys a cool little tip here. We're talking about finding drop shippers, right? I'm going to put these out here for you guys, and I'll talk, we'll go back and forth here in a second. You see how I got it in quote site :.com, right? Quote, bracket, whatever you guys call it, quote, dropship agreement, / Okay, what I'm looking for a site, a .com site, and you see the .co.uk. This is for an example. If you was living in the UK, this is how you do it, okay? You look for a dropship agreement, okay? And I'm looking for toys. So if I was looking for pet something or dog collars, I'd put dog collars in here, right? Okay, you guys getting that? I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. You can do it this way too, guys. Put the bracket and dog right here, okay? Just different. So I'm just using two different examples here of the brackets and two of the quotes up here, okay? So I'm looking for a dropship agreement. I'm looking for .coms. I'm here in the U.S. or Canada or whatever, right? For dropship agreement, I'm putting the keyword in here that I'm looking for, right? Like I said, it could be dog collars. It could be cycling jerseys. It could be car horns. It could be doorbells. It could be whatever, right? If you're using UK, you use this algorithm, okay? This is what it looked like, guys. So I did site.com for pets products and look for dropship agreement. You can put the dropship agreement for the pets or either, whatever, right? Look right here, guys, 1,080,000 just for pets and dropship agreement. First, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. So that's easy to do that, guys. That's how really easy that is to do. So I'll give it here back to you guys here for a second. Be sure. We're going to do Q&A here, guys, in a few minutes. We're getting pretty close done to the presentation. I want to do Q&A. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have questions and stuff, and I'm sure Rich is in the background answering what he can here, but there's a lot of questions he'll have me answer for you guys. So I want to make sure you guys stick around here to get to answer the questions, to ask the questions I can answer for you, okay? But that's how easy it is, guys, to do in particular niches. You just replace the pets to whatever you're looking for, right? And if you're in China, you use the .ca, I think it is, right? In China, most people don't need a dropship agreement. Most of them are all manufacturers anyways. But yeah, .co, .co.uk, that kind of way, right? Just replace a couple things here. Guys, key number 3 is good customer service. Have a 1-800 number and a customer contact form on your websites. Even if you can stick it on in an image and stuff too, like on an Amazon listing or something, guys, it's great. I've had a lot of people call me from Amazon and want just to know about our products and stuff before they buy. Okay, 1-800 number, a great place to get one, guys. If people say, oh, they're so expensive, they're not expensive. I pay like $16.99 or something like that a month for mine from evoice.com. It's not my website, so I don't get any money out of it. Just highly recommend them. What I do, guys, that 1-800 number is forwarded to my home number, so nobody knows it's a home number. It's my office number, right? To give you an example, if I go out of town, I go out, go to a warehouse or something. So I got a warehouse about 20 miles from here that I store some stuff that I import, and I can have it forwarded to my cell. Just log into evoice.com, log into my account real quick, and forward it over to my cell phone so all my 1-800 number or phone calls are coming to my cell phone. It's that easy, that quick, guys. It's really cool and it's cheap. So everybody needs a 1-800 number, guys. You should. Like I said, it's cheap. You don't have to have it get started. I'm not saying you do, but when you start your business and stuff, under $20, it's really just a small investment for your business, especially for a 1-800 number. Good one. Okay. Be upfront and honest with your customers. Okay. Always, always, always contact your customer immediately if there's an item is on back order or if there's an issue with the order, and that's why part of being upfront and honest with your customers, guys. I'll give you an example. Sometimes I get an order comes in, And like today, I had 3 orders for one particular product. I contacted the manufacturer and I said, notice this was out of stock a couple of weeks ago. When do you expect it in stock? And they emailed me back and said, we got 2 containers coming in. Should be the next couple of weeks. The containers will be all in and they have it all inventoried in, right? We'll have a couple of weeks. So what I do is I'll contact my customers. And usually that's 75% to 80% of the people, unless it's around Christmas time, about 75 or 80% of the people are willing to put it on back order and wait on it until it comes in stock. So it's always good to contact your customer immediately, guys, and just tell them, be honest with you, it's going to be 2 or 3 weeks, right? It's going to be 4 weeks or whatever. And do you want me to just, do you want me to refund your money, or do you just want us to hold on back orders for you and ship it when it comes out back in stock? And most of them will say, yeah, just fine. Unless it's like I said, it's a rush for a birthday present or Christmas time, and they're really in a big rush, they have to have it. Then some people's not willing to wait. But if you're up front and honest with them, guys, you'd be surprised how many people will. This is an opportunity for you guys to shine and repeat business and have customers who will tell their friends, guys, which is free advertising. I get this a lot. I get this a whole lot, that people are so happy with the orders that they had done with me and be so honest, right? Oh, I can't believe you actually called us. I get this all the time. I can't believe you actually called us and said, tell me that my order. A lot of people, a lot of companies I bought stuff from online wouldn't even tell you anything, let alone give you a call, right? It doesn't take a second to call. It's not hard. People say, I don't like talking to other people on the phone. Well, guys, it's not. Most of the people I do business with, that sell to, is all over the country. They don't know, what you look like. Why should you feel bad about getting on the phone just for a few minutes to make a sale, right? Have a repeat customer that's happy, and then we'll tell their friends and all their, work people they work with and all kinds of stuff, guys, business associates. And one of the biggest things, guys, is leave positive reviews. eBay and Amazon, guys, is real, real important to get positive reviews. If you don't, then, it's hard to get people to buy from you. Even when you get started, you got to, there's certain ways you can get reviews, and I can explain to that in my course, that how to get positive reviews and get them quickly, guys, without a whole lot of hassle, okay? Okay, I'm going to give you guys a cool little technique here you guys are going to love, okay? Always buy relevant, keyword-rich domain names. We'll show you here in just a minute. Choosing a good domain name, guys. A lot of people think, well, I don't know what kind of domain name to buy. Well, you don't want to buy Bob's Chainsaw Sales, right? It's not going to work. Johnny Walker's ChainsawSales.com. Well, that's not how you're going to sell chainsaws online. Or, Blake's Dog Collars, Blake's Arkansas Dog Collars.com. Doesn't work, guys. You're not going to get sales from it. Very, very important, guys, is stay away from trademark names. Always, always, always stay away from trademark names. I've been guilty of this. I've had cease and desist letters. I did this a long time ago. I bought a lot of NCAA college gear, NCAA cycling jerseys, all kinds of stuff like that. And I got a couple of phone calls from them, and a couple other niches. I did the same thing, and I didn't realize what I was doing. Didn't even know any better till I learned from the letters and phone calls from a couple of associations. But never buy trademark domain names with the trademark name in it, guys. Okay? Never, never. And you guys know what I'm talking about. 3 to 4 word domain names, guys. Never. Don't go over that. It's hard to buy 2-letter domain names these days because most of them's taken up. I did find a really good one the other day. Just do a search, guys. If you do really quick searches, and I'm going to show you here in a second examples how to do this. It's really cool. No hyphens, numbers, or abbreviations in your domain name, guys. Right? No numbers, abbreviations, hyphens, dashes, whatever. Okay? Lastly, .com's the best. I never bought .nets, .orgs, .cos, .whatever. I never buy anything but .coms, guys. Get a drink of water. Take a second here to breathe here. But like I said, guys, it's always very important to buy keyword-rich domain names. You can get easy traffic without doing anything crazy, any wicked, crazy SEO stuff, or any link wheels or anything like that, right? Buying traffic, if you do it the right way and buy relevant keyword-rich domain names, it's 3 to 4 word domain names, no hyphens, abbreviations, and .coms. Most of the time you can outrank some of the big guys pretty easily, guys, with your own websites, okay? We're not talking about Amazon or anything here. We're talking about your own websites. What I talked about before, I talked about having your own websites as your backbone for your real business, because this is a real business, okay? Amazon's not a real business, guys. Sure, you can make a whole lot of money as long as they don't get pissed off and you slap you. Because, listen, Amazon's really picky. They have a lot of rules and stuff, and you have to stay within them guidelines. And if you don't, they'll ban you. Like I said, I've been banned twice, and it's still always kind of tiptoeing with them because you never know, right? That's why you never rely on Amazon alone. You really need to rely on your own websites firstly, okay? Okay, give you guys an example. This is really cool stuff, guys. You see up here, I searched for birding binoculars. See right here, I went to Google, I typed in birding binoculars. And what do you see first? The first thing I see here, guys. First thing I see is there is competition, right? People's running ads over here, right-hand side. Now, if you come over here and you look, there's nothing here that's blank and white. There's not much competition, right? People's buying for keyword terms here, okay? Next thing I see here is shopping for birding binoculars on Google. Shopping right on top, guys. Good stuff. But what I see next is crazy. www.birding-binoculars. What I say? Net? What I say? Not to buy. Net.net. This guy is ranked. His website, birding binoculars buying guide, birding-binoculars.net. So let's go over here real quick. Okay, I'll pull his website up real quick. And if you look, it's .net, and it's not much of a website, right, guys? It's got a couple things here, a couple pages here, and stuff like that on it. But the thing is, he's beating out birdingbinoculars.com. And the problem with their stuff is Birding Binoculars Q&A, right? He's running a couple little affiliate things here and there and stuff on it, but he doesn't have it optimized. And why I know that, because I right-click over here to view page source, and I see he did a really, really, really crappy job. One of the basic no-nos of all time is not to put, you need to have some keywords sprinkled in here, guys. You need to know exactly what you're doing, which is simple. It's the simple stuff you can never think of. I'm looking for his meta stuff here, but he has none in here. Oh, let's look in here with script. But anyways, he has nothing in here, guys, to get ranked. He has no information in here. And that's why .com's not ranking, which is one of the cardinal sins. Okay, I'll show you something really cool here, guys. So you see what I did birding binoculars. Now, I got a circle, just circle up here. I bet a bunch of you wondering why I had this circle. But I did birding binoculars. I went to google.com, typed in birding binoculars, and this is my query, right, guys? Birding plus binoculars. Show you guys something really cool. You guys are going to love this. This is one of those techniques that not people don't teach, right, guys? What you need to do is put and start equals 990, and put this notepad right here. Same thing. And start equals 990. So what I would do is copy, okay? And I put it behind binoculars. See right here where I did this? I'm going to go back here, guys, just so you can see this, okay? I don't want you to get all confused here, okay? All right? I typed in birding binoculars. That was what I was looking for, the niche product. And it comes up with birding plus binoculars right here, birding plus binoculars. Okay, you see that? Now, behind binoculars, I put and start equals 990. And what you do after that point right there, guys, you just hit enter, or what you do is hit enter or just hit the search over here, guys, right? Right behind the binoculars, whatever search at the end of that, I just put the and start equals 990. And then and what happens, it takes you to the last page of that search query. Now, a lot of times it'd be 100 pages here, guys. Like you see, for example, you ever see the 1 through 9, 9 through 20, whatever, and you can keep going through these pages. What this does, guys, the and start equals 990 takes you to the last results. And if you went to this last results, guys, you always see this here in any type of search result, not just birding binoculars, whatever you're searching for, you'll see this number here. In order to show you the most relevant results, we have omitted some entries very similar to the 317 already displayed. This is 317 I'm going by. That's a number I always look for, guys. Care less about all this verbiage here. I'm looking for that a number that's going to be within here. It could be 250, it could be 360, it could be 4 something, it could be 100 something, right? But I'm looking for 317, okay? That's what the number that gives me when I did that search. And here's a scale go by, guys. All right, let me go ahead and pull this up for you too real quick. I'll pull you the whole scale here, what it all says here, what I have down here. This is what I come up with years ago, guys, and here's what it is. We had a 317, which is intermediate. I always look in something in right in here and maybe the low 300s, right? That way I can rank my website very easily, guys, by buying a good keyword-rich domain name, and I'll show you here in a second how to do that with birding binoculars. So I'm just barely over 300, which is fairly easy. At this number, SEO works still relatively easy. It might take a few backlinks, but I doubt it. I usually don't do any backlinks, guys, but on-page SEO is mandatory. That's the easiest way to get ranked. I don't do any fancy schmancy stuff on my websites. Never have, never will. I don't do any backlinking. I don't do any social media, a whole bunch of social media stuff. A few of my niches, I have fan pages and stuff on Facebook, but I don't do a whole lot, and I do some videos every once in a while. If I really, really want to get ranked quickly, then I'll have Fiverr, have a couple videos made for $5 or $10, like 3 or 4 videos for a particular keyword and get ranked really quickly and start getting traffic. But what I'm getting at here, guys, that number I was looking at 317. So this is a scale I personally go by, and with it's in with these things I consider. If it's intermediate, then I know I can pretty handle it. But if it's anywhere from 500 above, I stay away. Okay. But this is what it looks like here, guys. So we're at 317. I'd probably go after Birdie Binoculars because I already showed you the .com. He's not even SEO friendly on that side at all. He's not ranked at the first page. He's got .net guy / birding / binoculars - binoculars.net outranked him. Okay. Oops. All right, guys. Buy relevant domain names. All right, at the rear end of the domain name use, I'll explain to you why here, what this means here in a second, okay? At the rear of the domain name, use store, online, depot, center, world, or central, or, not all of them, either one. Now, I'll explain to you here just in a second what this means. Buy relevant domain names, guys, and if it's taken at the rear of the domain name, you can use store, online, depot, center, world, or central. Okay, if it's taken and you don't want to use one at the end, at the front of the domain name, guys, you can use DIY, my, or your. Okay, and you guys are probably confused, like, what the hell are you talking about, Sam? Okay, if the domain name is taken, you can put store at the end of it, .com, online.com, depot.com, center.com, world, or central. And there's a bunch of other ones you can use as well, but this is the main ones. My 2 favorites are store and online. I use that a lot. At the beginning, if you don't want to use something at the end of it and it's taken, DIY, my, or your. Now, I'll give you guys an example, okay? I looked for birdiebinoculars.com. That's how I found it was taken. It's not available, right? So birdiebinoculars.com. I want to get ranked for this, guys, quickly. God, I'd love to have a domain name, but I'm sure this guy wants a lot of money for it, right? You don't want to take the time to try to get, hold of him, yada, yada, and spend a bunch of money for it. But guess what? birdiebinocularcenter.com is available. Look here, birdiebinoculars.depot.com available. Guys, it goes on and on and on and on. A lot of words that you're looking for, sure, they might they're already taken, but if you put online behind it or store behind it, because you have your store, you're doing a store, right? So, birdiebinocularstore.com, I didn't even search that one. It could be taken by now because I've done this presentation a couple of times, but you guys see what I'm talking about, right? Because it really, most of the time, people don't think about this. And it really, you get ranked really quickly by doing this, guys, by using them particular terms I just showed you, right? Store, online, depot, center, world, central. At the beginning of it, you could do yourbirdingbinoculars.com, mybirdingbinoculars.com, DIYbirdingbinoculars.com, okay? So you can get ranked pretty easily that way. All right, guys, who wants to watch over my shoulder and see exactly step-by-step how I've been doing this forever and ever and ever, right? Not forever, but for quite a few years now, going 13 plus years now. I want to give you guys real value and save you $3,000, and I'm just literally saving you guys $3,000. And then when I show you the price, you guys are going to fall backwards out of your chairs. And every time I do one of these presentations, guys, people absolutely fall back in their chairs. So I can't believe you're selling this so cheap. And you'll see here in just a minute. You guys remember Amazing Selling Machine? I'm not trying to knock them or anything like that. I actually bought their stuff for $3,000. 2013, 14, beginning of 2014. It was overpriced, guys. Last time they released it, it sold for $3,000. It's $3,400 change. They only cover Amazon and white label products, guys. I've told you before, this is very, very, very important not to just rely on Amazon. Never, ever, ever limit your profit selling your selling market, guys, losing you tons of money. You want to have your own website selling. Even if you're selling the same product on your own websites, you want to sell on Amazon and eBay as well. But you want to rely on your own websites. And also, guys, not just one website. So if you have a niche product you sell a lot of, guys, you're doing really good. I like to build 2 or 3 websites selling the same exact thing. Let me give you an example, okay? I just bought a domain name last week, and you can look it up. I just now started building MP3 doorbells. Who would have thought that? Somebody had an MP3 doorbell.com already taken. I bought doorbells with an S. Grab that baby. At the same time, because I got a guy email and call me about a doorbell he has. It's NFL and college and all this stuff. It's fight songs and all that crap. I did a little research real quick and seen that Fight Song doorbells was available really quickly, so I grabbed Fight Song doorbells. And when I was looking at that, I did another little algorithm test. It's in my training really quickly with Google, and I found that MP3 doorbells was a hot keyword search term. And when I did that, I found that the doorbells was available, so I snagged it up. Okay, right? So I like to buy them types of keyword domain names, and I can start getting traffic pretty easily with them, right? It's a couple of them. I just give you guys. It's just that quick, guys, that you can find these things. You have to put your mind to it, right? But Amazon, they cover AMS only covered Amazon white label, guys, FBA, and you don't want to just limit that, right? My product has way more training than guys, and I have some priority software no one else has access to, and I'll show you just in a second what it is. LU will have and give an advantage to over the competition, guys. This software is freaking amazing and crazy. It's like having a crystal ball. I simply don't want hard people like yourselves, guys, missing out on this wonderful opportunity. I want to save you guys a ton of cash and headaches along the way. I don't want you guys buying something for $3,000 that you can't actually do much with other than relying on the Amazon, right? It's crazy people teaching that types of techniques that your business could be gone overnight. I'm not trying to knock them. I actually know Jason and them and Matt, but I just don't think that they should just be teaching that kind of technique to rely on that, guys, because like I said, I've been banned by Amazon twice. I had my account shut off. And there's ways of getting your account open back up too, guys, but it's pretty tough. And it doesn't happen just to everybody at any time. E-com Domination, guys, is a complete e-commerce training course to get you selling products online at lightning speed, selling online at lightning speed. You can literally start making money within 7 days, easily, probably less than that if you really put your mind to it quickly, okay? Go with the training for a day or two and just start listing stuff. And it depends on how you guys are structured and how you got started. If you've ever sold online before, then I have a technique, strategy, and a way you need to go through the training sessions that helps you go through and get selling really quickly. And if you've already sold on eBay, you don't need to be selling on eBay at first, and you start building websites. If you have never sold online, guys, you need to start on eBay really quick, get your feet wet. There's different ways that you need to take action, okay? Takes action with the easy follow step with exclusive software. And we'll show you a snapshot of software in a second, guys. I want to help you guys build a six-figure e-commerce business where you generate steady income for years and years. And 6 figures, guys, would change a lot of your guys' life. And I'm not talking about low 6 figures. I'm like middle 6 figures is perfect, guys. If you can make $500,000 plus a year, you're doing really good, right? I want to show you guys. Let me show you guys what you get in the training real quick, okay? Here's a snapshot of what it looks like when you go into the training area. And I haven't given you guys a price yet. I'm going to tell you in a minute, but you're going to fall over backwards. When you log in, guys, and you go to the training, there's a video here you need to watch. You need to watch this, and it's only like 3 or 4 minutes long, but I explain to you how to go through the modules because there's a lot of training here, guys. So let me show you. Module 1's Introduction to E-commerce. Really goes into detail about how to start your business, guys. Whether if you already have a business started with your business license, then you can skip through a bit of that right here. There's a few videos you need to watch, but most of them you go through. If you already don't have a business started, guys, there's a ton of resources and information on how to get your business started, okay? Number 2 module is a must. Research for hot niches and market ideas. You need to watch this whole module and all the videos in it. Number 3, you need to find real wholesalers and manufacturer distributors. Very important module, guys. And then here's where you get started, guys. There's 3 modules you want to figure out which one you want to take. You don't want to get mixed up in all these and get confused because there's a lot of information on how to build your store, which is very, very important, guys. And this is like A to Z for building your website, guys. There's nothing left out. And all the modules I have, the bottom of the modules always has the resources and links to anything that I talk about throughout the videos in that module. It's all laid out, guys, so easily for you. Module 7 is creating content for your websites, descriptions, really good SEO content. We have traffic niche domination, a lot of traffic techniques in here, guys. You don't have to use them all. There's a lot of different things for different people, right? We talk about traffic with YouTube, with Twitter, with Facebook. We have a whole module here for Facebook marketing, guys. I have a whole section on bulk surplus and liquidations. Once you really get going, guys, there's so many opportunities to buy pallets of stuff, tractor trailer. I bought tractor trailer loads of stuff for a couple $1,000. You wouldn't believe some of the deals I've gotten on bulk surplus and liquidations. Importing and white labeling, guys. That's importing. I use Alibaba. and I go through all, I teach all my ins and outs of how I learned to deal with people from Alibaba through using Skype, and how to work with the best people to import and buy, manufacture products from China for you, because you can get messed up with the people in China. Believe me, I've made some miserable mistakes and stuff throughout the learning process. But it's really, really, really profitable, guys. I've had some niches that I've had some problem with manufacturers either going bankrupt or they was really crappy, and I ended up making my own products just to quit selling their crap and sell my own, because I could, have my people at my warehouse ship the stuff out, or I could send to FBA, right, and let them ship it all out for me. But it's really important to know how to do this stuff, the importing, white labeling, if it's one the steps you want to go to, right? Okay, here, guys, it is. E-common domination, all this for $197, guys. $197, I said it. That's absolutely just crazy, crazy cheap compared to what anybody else is selling products for. I've sold products a lot higher than this in the past. This is new, so I'm giving it, a good deal to James's list here. And let me get the link for everyone here for you guys. Oh, look, Rich Johnny on the spot. He done put it in there, didn't he? Thank you, Rich. But there's the link, guys. For $197, it's one-time investment, guys. I don't have any OTOs here. If any people are going to ask for OTOs, there's no OTOs. There's nothing else I need to buy. I'm not going to sell you anything else saying this package is incomplete until you buy this. I don't do that. I never, never, never do that. So Rich put the link in there for you guys. Feel free to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and keep going on with the presentation. We'll do Q&A here in a second. Here's an advantage that you can have and no one else has, guys. I told you about some software, right? I have two pieces of software in here. One's called AZ Prospector and one is called eProspector. AZ Prospector is used for Amazon and eProspector is used for eBay. They're super easy software tools, guys, that reveals hot selling products within Amazon and eBay within seconds, and literally within seconds. It's amazing pieces of software. AZ Prospector alone is worth over $197, guys, just that one piece of software. Not counting, guys, in the members area, there's tons of bonuses. There's 39 bonuses, I think, in there. Just absolutely insane bonuses in there, templates. I mean, it goes on and on and on. All the free resources and stuff you guys to build your own e-commerce sites. You don't have to pay for any. Let me tell you guys something about building your own websites. You don't have to spend any money on building your own websites. You don't have to spend any money on any crappy script. All you need is your domain name and your shared hosting, guys. So it's not that expensive to have your own websites. I really want to explain, set that straight right now. I know people are saying, well, it's going to cost a lot of money. No, it doesn't, because you can build e-commerce stores with WordPress and use free themes and free shopping cart store platforms for free that you don't have to pay for it all, okay? This software ignores slow-moving, low-ranking products that deliver only the best to you guys. So it ignores all the crap and all the clutter and crap out there and all the low-ranking products. It only delivers you the best products. My software does. It shows you products with staying power. Long, steady sales, guys. That's what the software does. It shows long, steady sales history. That's exactly what you want. This product's been selling good, right? It delivers products that have tons of reviews on are guaranteed to be the best sellers on Amazon and eBay. And that's one thing you're looking for, guys, is products that have a lot of reviews. And sure, you can go on Amazon and look the stuff up and go to the top 100, yada, yada, yada. There's no way that you can do what this software does. It take you literally days to do what this software does in seconds. I say it's like having a crystal ball, guys. Honestly, honestly, honestly. It's crazy, crazy, these two pieces of software, what they do, and just within seconds. You can narrow down by prices, days in the top 100. You can have days in the top. You can have 500 days in the top. You can narrow it down to 1,000 days in the top 100. Reviews and so on, guys, and it'll show you stuff in a second. It's just amazing. This AZ Prospector is a snapshot of it, okay? Here's a snapshot of eProspector. I think AZ Prospector is a better piece of software. It does more. It does a better intelligent research, but eProspector does very well as well. As finding niche. I like this one to use to find people to import stuff from China. I can find niche products I know I can find cheap on Alibaba and then put them on Amazon. But this is an amazing piece of software too, guys. eProspector finds how many's been sold within the last 30 days and so on. It's a really cool piece of software. Nobody else has them, guys. It's the only way you can get it. I've never released them products to this software to anybody. It's always in my package here. It's never going to be sold separately. It has to be included in the package. I I cover all the e-commerce channels, guys. I was talking to you a while ago about Amazon. I cover all Amazon. It's a whole module on Amazon, guys. The whole module's 12 or 15 videos just on Amazon. eBay as well. Facebook, guys. Your own store. I mean, I show you 2 different ways to build your websites, guys, without costing you a penny other than just buying a domain name, which is it's about $8 or $9 a year now for a domain name. And then share hosting's cheap. It's like $5 or $6 a month or something. It's cheap, cheap, cheap. That's not per website, guys. That's per, hosting. If you're doing a hosting, you can put a bunch of websites on there, right? And there's ways about getting around shopping carts and stuff too, like merchant accounts and stuff too, guys. And I'll explain that in my product as well. We cover importing, white labeling, and bulk surpluses. I guarantee, guys, you've never seen an info product, a product in the members area that has this much stuff there in my product and resources. Even the interviews, we have expert interviews and stuff in there too, guys. Are always interviewing people. We have live training sessions, guys. I'm going next week. I'm going to start my my live training sessions for the next couple groups that we had come in, and we're getting ready to start a live training sessions. So we'll probably do about 3 or 4 of them weekly, for an hour to 2 hours. So you guys can come in there and we can share stuff and some really cool stuff with you, which is all in training, guys, but we like to help people in a group session, right? We want you guys to take the path that you're most comfortable with and that better suits your abilities. So everybody, from a newbie to a seasoned person, this product is for you because there's different ways you can skip over certain parts of modules if you already know this stuff, right? And I explained that in the beginning. I'm with you guys every step of the way. What you guys will learn is how to pick the most profitable niche markets quickly, easily. The secret sources I use to find wholesale suppliers with huge margins, guys. I want to sell products that's starting off at $50 to $75 and on up because I want to make higher profit margins per sale, right? How to sell huge volumes on Amazon. Very, very important, guys. Amazon's big, but you don't want to rely just on Amazon, like I said a while ago. But you can make a lot of money on Amazon quickly. You've seen one of my students made 42 grand in December alone. That's before Christmas time. Other one did low 10 grand. How to launch a profitable eBay store, guys. You want to still sell on eBay too. And there's little tricky ways about eBay too that you can do, get free listings and so on and so forth. It's pretty cool without paying the 30-cent listing fees and so on. All right. Or those that have a store, you can have a store as well. The best drop shipping suppliers will make you money, guys. You want the best drop shipping suppliers, and I give you tons of them in the training. Absolutely tons and tons and tons. The best way to do it is just Google and find yourself, guys. I'll show you a couple cool techniques, easily, fast, find your own manufacturer, but I'll give you a ton of hundreds, literally hundreds, probably thousands of them, different manufacturers, right? I'll give you the exact website template, guys, that I use for all my website. It only takes 15 minutes to set up, and there's one video in there showing you exactly in less than 15 minutes how to set the store up with WordPress. Seriously, it's that simple. That's not counting putting the products up there, but that's just getting the store installed and getting it up there and getting it where it's runnable, right? How to get repeat sales with every single one of your customers, guys. It's very, very important to try to get repeat customers. Your customers keep coming back and buy from you. That way you can tell their friends and so forth. Now all their family and friends, and they're always bragging about you, right? How to get your first sale within 7 days, even if you've never made a dime online, guys. Never made a dime before. The special one-time investment, like I said, one-time investment, guys. $197 is everything you guys need. And it's only available for a limited time. So when you sign up, you're protected by a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee, guys. I will not hold your money for any reason. If you're not satisfied, neither am I. I am. Just contact me and let me know, and I'll return every penny of your money, guys. And if you said, Sam, you sound like a damn redneck hick, I don't like the way you sound, I want my money back, I'll give you money back.
I love the way you sound, Sam.
I know it, Rich. You love the way I sound.
You know what? If your name is Fred and you have a neck, you could be a Fred neck.
Oh, that's good. That is
good. Yeah, like that. You just mentioned my name. Got a couple of questions, Sam. By the way, thanks everybody for sticking around. Got some great interest that's going on in this program. Stanley wants to know what a rate race is.
A rate race?
Yeah, did you say something about a rate race a little earlier?
It's probably my redneck slang you heard.
Oh, you're redneck, huh? What if you live in a state that's redlined by Amazon? Is there issues there?
No, now you guys heard that before. People say, well, Amazon's got people blocked and stuff in certain states. That has nothing to do with e-commerce and selling on Amazon. That's for Amazon affiliates. If you're doing affiliate marketing, guys, this is not affiliate marketing. It's actually selling physical products and having manufacturers drop ship into your customers for you. So it has nothing to do with affiliate marketing. That's what Amazon did to a lot of affiliates like in North Carolina and a bunch of other states. I think they lifted it on North Carolina. I think they worked that out. It took them a couple years. That's one reason I couldn't do affiliate stuff from North Carolina. I actually used to do eBay affiliate stuff and Amazon affiliate stuff, guys. Back in the day, I had hundreds of websites doing little mini money sites, doing ClickBank stuff and little commission junction and all that kind of stuff, right? Bad business to be in. I got slapped by Google. Do a Panda update. Bam, shit's gone. Half your website's no traffic, no more money, right? So that wasn't a real business. That's why I've always relied on my e-commerce business. I've had some ups and downs with trying different things, right, throughout the years, but e-commerce stuff always has been there for me. You're protected, guys. Nothing to lose, everything you gain right now if you sign up, guys. There's no TOs. I hear this a lot. That's why I'm saying there's no TOs, guys, in this. It's $197. It's a one-time investment. Like I said, you guys are 100% guaranteed. Nothing to lose, everything to gain when you sign up now. You're not going to find I guarantee you're not going to find any training. It's got as much as in this for $197, guaranteed. And if you don't like it, tell me it sucks. Sam, it sucks. Really, you don't have to be that nice about it. But just say, Sam, I just don't, it's not for me, whatever, right? But guys, I really want action takers. If you don't think it's for you, don't buy it. But I really want people that's action takers going to do something with this. There's a lot of training there for you. What if maybe you have a child at home that's 16 or 17, don't have a job or something, or young 20s need a job, and share this with your child or something like that, or to help them out, because then they, don't be giving it away to other people. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying buy it for $197 for somebody in your family could use to build a business, a real business, and they'd be glad you did, guys, because this is a real business. E-commerce is a real business. Just, you stick with it. I love it. Just got back from Mexico, run my business from my iPad. For 8 days, guys. There's nothing like it. And having money come in while I'm on vacation, snorkeling here and there, and zip lining, and drinking my margaritas on the beach. And hey, they love the business. You know what I mean? Because once you build it up, guys, it's very little work. I do, like I said, I have 41 or 2 websites now. I work maybe an hour a day tops, hour and a half maybe a day on the websites. Throughout all of them, just for the orders that come through, and a couple of things I need to do. It's not that much, I send an order to the manufacturer. I got an order for to be shipped to Simple as that. I get a tracking number in the afternoon and it's sent to my customer. It's really simple, guys.
Hey, Stan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to jump in and let everybody know that if you were having an issue with the link already, there wasn't really an issue. I just went ahead and made sure and double-checked. There's a clickable link in the chat box, so if you look over at the chat box, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in again,
sure.
All you have to do is click on that, and that'll take you right to whatever browser you're using, and you can take advantage of this wonderful program. If you're in the question box area right now, I went ahead and did a cut and paste, and I've just sent it to everybody. So what you'll have to do is just take the cut and paste and go to your browser, put it in your browser, and it'll take you right to the page. And we're only going to take, I believe there was 20 spots available. I know you didn't mention that, Sam, a little bit earlier, but I know the last time we did this, which was a couple of months ago, we only had 20 spots available. I'm going to assume that's the amount of people that you could comfortably work with at this particular
we have
time.
30. We have 30 on this one.
30. Oh, okay. 30.
Yeah, we're trying to keep the group small enough for our next training session starts up for everybody.
There you go, folks. If you have Firefox or Chrome, you can go ahead and click on that link right there. It'll take you. Sam, it's such a fantastic product, and the reason why it's such a good investment for you out there is it's a $197 investment, but if you break it down over the next 10 months, because after all, it's 10 months away from Christmas. We're talking $19.70 a month is what it's going to cost you for you to work an hour or 2 or 3 or 4 hours a day. You get what you put into it no matter what. So if you want to put in more hours, great. If you don't, you can work the minimum amount. You can receive a minimum amount of profit. But the bottom line is this. You get your own business for $19 a month for the next 10 months. And to take care of this now, it's a one-time investment of $197. That's what you have that, if you think about it, 3, 4, 5 sites that you do, and just kind of playing around with this, you can make this money back in no time, and especially at Christmas time. So I think you should consider this not only as an investment, but you should be considering this as something that can be for, like Sam said, maybe you have a child at home that needs to get some work, or maybe you have a friend that if they did something like this, could get them some extra money. It's really an awesome package, and I believe that, and I do believe that, and I'm a member of Sam's site, that you should take advantage of it. I've got some more questions, Sam.
Sure, sure. Yeah, let me. What if you're a stay-at-home mom, or your wife's a stay-at-home mom, guys? She make a little money, extra money when the kids are at school, whatever, right? She's not working. She wants a little extra income. It's perfect for anybody like that, right? It's exactly perfect. I want to thank everybody for sticking around here. And I've been here for like over an hour and 15 minutes now, so I want to thank everybody for listening to me for that long, for sure. And the guys, action takers, thanks. I see a lot of people already starting to grab it and put it in. Like I said, guys, too, we're starting our 4-week. It'll be a 3 to 4 week training session. Last time we did a 4-week training session for 4 separate for like on Wednesday. We'll do a certain time during Wednesday afternoon. We'll do a different ones to get everybody settled in. We want people to have time to come in, and that way we'll be able to get into the training sessions live with us, right? We're starting that too. So guys, you can't figure it. Think about this. What if you had to go buy? What if you want to buy a Subway franchise, a real business? How much is it going to cost you? $500,000? What I'm giving you guys here is a real business. It actually is a whole business in a box. And once you see the inside of it, the training area, guys, you will be wanting to tell your friends and everybody you know how awesome this product is. That's how I get my feedback from people, them telling other people and so forth, right, of how great this product is. And I just want you guys to have everything that you can in the product. I'm constantly adding stuff, too. I'm using 3 or 4 videos a week into the training session because I always want to keep adding stuff. It's not like you guys are going to buy this and you're not going to, it's all you're going to have is the same stuff. It's going to always be added, guys. If I add the features of software, you get it for free. You never pay anything else for it. It's all yours. If I add another piece of software, which I do that from time to time, guys, as I'll have another piece of software made and throw it in the members area for you guys. So I want you guys to have everything. I'm not going to try to sell you anything else next week or next month saying this is what you have to have to make this work. I don't like to do that, guys. So any kind of Q&A you want to go over here, Rich, and we're glad to go over here and go over it with everybody, okay? Let me get the question box out here. Rich might have be going through everything here. And I still give everybody the gifts coming out. Let me go ahead and you want me to go ahead and give everybody the
Sam, I just want to do a
sure.
The gifts? You want to go ahead and put that in the chat box?
Sure, let's do that. Let's give everybody the gifts coming out. Actually, it's a slide here, guys, the whole slide. You get the whole slide, and you also get the 9 videos I told you guys about, too. So just for coming out.
Somebody was asking, how much money do you need to start this business? I mean,
Really?
Other than the 197 investment.
Well, you need to have a real business started, guys. If you're already doing business, like you don't have to have a real store business, not like that, or business license in your local. It has to be a doing business as, like in a corporation or whatever. You can get that done for free online, or you can spend like $100 or $150. You get if you have a lawyer, it's cheap too. But I have all the resources in there because let's face it, manufacturers want to work with real businesses. They don't want to work with any Joe Schmo that says, I'm Sam England. I live over here in Dunn, North Carolina. I'd like to sell you stuff on my website. They want to know it's your real business. So I have a real business name. One of my businesses, a real business name, cost me nothing really much to start it. But you want to start a real business. So if you don't have that, it's going to cost you $100, or you can get it. You can actually do it free yourself. There's a lot of resources. I give you a bunch of resources how to do it yourself free. So that can cost you nothing, right? Then really, the only thing you're going to have in it is your buying domain names. Each domain name, so how many you buy. If you buy one at first, it's like $9. It's $8.99, I think it is. So it's 9 something ICANN fees. And then hosting, you can go to HostMonster, HostGator. You can get a shared account for like $9.95 a month or something like that. So you can put all your bunch of domain names on that one account. So you can get started really cheaply. So domain name only costs you once a year, the $9 and something a year for each domain name. So if you had 10, it's going to cost. But get started right off the bat, no. You can start on eBay, guys, for next to nothing. I mean, nothing, really, actually. You can start on eBay with nothing, free listings. So it depends on which way you want to go about it. It really does. But you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. There's no way to get started. No.
Very little out of money.
$50 or less, I would say. Let's just give it an amount, $50 or less.
So how do you get into a business for less than $300?
And you can't buy a Subway. You can't buy any real business, a business that you're still going to take a chance on. If you spend $350,000 on a franchise and stuff like that with all the equipment or more, then you still have no guarantee, right?
You're absolutely correct. I mean, even Subways, there's no guarantees. Even though Subways are good, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee of anything really.
Yeah, I'd like people to take action. If you take action, guys, you can make a lot of money with e-commerce, selling physical products. You can make a crap ton of money. I just showed you one example a while ago. One of my students that started in October, middle of October with the training, and he did like $16,000 in November, but he did $42,000 before Christmas in December. Crazy, crazy stuff. He took action. He put his mind to it, said, I'm going to do this, and he did. You know, it's just, it depends on, you know, there's a lot of people that's not action takers that say they want to do stuff, but they want the stuff to fall in their lap. It doesn't happen that way, guys. You always have to put a little bit of work into anything you do online, period. There's nothing going to fall in your lap at all, never, ever, ever. Like I said, there's always just a little bit of work you got to put into it.
There is, and you know what? You get what you put into it. You know, and I'm a strong believer if you're going to do a little bit of work, you might as well profit from it.
But the cool thing about e-commerce, you know, doing e-commerce and selling physical products and doing drop shipping is you don't have to inventory your stuff. You don't have to worry about all that, you know, paying inventory and overhead, having products that don't sell, you know, having a whole lot of products to inventory, having people you have to actually ship it for you is crazy. Is nuts. Glenn say, I have 5 hours a day to put into it. You know, Glenn, to be honest with you, people can get started on an hour a day. What if you're working a regular job? So a lot of these people that's on the call probably working regular jobs and don't have a lot of time to put into it. Dedicate after everybody goes to bed. You eat dinner with your family, and you know, you put your wife goes to bed, or if she stays up with you. But that time that you don't have to worry about, it's time to go to sleep. You don't have to worry about, you know, the family and stuff and eating dinner and the kids playing with the kids. But you can dedicate an hour, maybe two a night. If you're asleep, you'll get used to it, to build your business, right? And next thing you know, it'll be a couple weeks, a couple months, and you've got something built up that's going crazy for you. Because once you build your stores and list your products on your stores, or list your products on Amazon, or list your products on eBay, so there, guys, it's selling, selling, selling for you. It's not like where you're beating them and beating it. You have to beat the same thing all over again, right? Like you're doing a little mini sites, and you're always changing stuff. You're always adding content. No, not with e-commerce, guys. It's not like that. But Glenn said he
www. Hey, Sam?
Yes, sir.
Make it the link, because these people are having their problems with their finger or something. www.ecomdomination.com/get/James. Congratulations goes out to that. I just saw his name here just a second ago, and he's really happy that Daniel Rose. Thank you, Daniel, very much. Daniel just bought it. He says, I'm in. Sharon is saying, how long is this offer open? Well, we're going to have the replay, Sharon, so it's going to be open for probably about 24 hours. Tony wants to know, do you do Amazon FBA? Yep,
I do a small bit of Amazon FBA. I really do that more towards the holiday, guys, when I'm doing a lot of sales. I've got a particular product that I buy ahead of time from a manufacturer, and what he does, I buy him because I know I'm going to sell out every year, right? And what he does, I buy him ahead of time, and he inventories them in his warehouse, doesn't charge me anything. And then right before the holidays, I'll have him ship everything to FBA. There are a lot of companies that'll let you buy stuff, guys, and then you can, if you buy them in advance, if you're going to do FBA, because FBA is actually products that you're sending to Amazon for them to ship out for you. So let me give you guys an example. You remember Amazing Selling Machine sold for over $3,000. What these guys was teaching people is how to go to China, or you don't have to go to China, you go to Alibaba or whatever, but to find the products and then have them shipped directly to Amazon FBA. Now, what if there's a problem with that product? What if it's an MP3 player, it's an electronic product or something, and there's a bad flaw in the product or something? You ship thousands of these things to Amazon FBA and they were garbage. That wasn't good, was it? I never recommend ship anything from China straight from an import company to Amazon FBA without inspecting or something first, or have a person that inspects it over for you. That's a bad thing to do. But yes, we do teach Amazon FBA in the course. But that's one thing you need to learn later on, guys, after you've got your hands and you get your feet wet with this kind of stuff, right? Glenn says I can put 5 hours a day. That's great, Glenn. You can build this quick on the quick with 5 hours a day. Easy speasy. See, look here, Glenn says, I've been trying to find a job for 4 months after a layoff and can't, so that's perfect. And that's what, I got one of my sons, I got one son, I got 2 daughters and one son. My son's 21, and he can't find a job. And I keep telling him, go online, son, but he just won't listen. And he used to sit, when he was a teenager, he used to sit and watch me count my money, not count my money, but watch the money come in from the sales and stuff. He's like, I can't believe it. Look how much you're selling a lot. But he still doesn't get it. He doesn't have that drive, right? He does not have that drive. And Glenn, you look like you have that drive. Because if you need money to pay your bills, right? You want more money. Hell with just paying your bills. You want money for vacations. You want to be able to be financially free. And I actually paid my house off this year. I could go buy a car, guys. I'm not bragging or anything like that, but if I want to go buy a car and pay cash for it, I go buy a car and pay cash for it. And I've set myself up the last few years building this up to where it's easy money, guys. It's really not that hard of a work. I love the business. And it's like I said, it's a lot more reliable than a lot of other things online that you guys probably seen and stuff, right? Maybe some of you guys are doing offline stuff. I hate offline stuff. I did that for years. And I'm a computer store because I built websites for clients. We didn't call it the offline business or anything like that. We didn't call it SEO service or anything like that. But I just didn't like doing that, and I didn't like doing that face-to-face with customers. I got tired of having my own physical store and stuff. And that's one reason I went online. I love this business.
Sam, I was thinking, if you took this program and maybe had a little table and set up a table at the unemployment place, where everybody comes in to sign for their checks. I know you do them online now, but I'm sure there's long lines at the unemployment places where they actually help you get a job. If you would I bet you could take 1 or 2 or 3 people and then turn them into successful entrepreneurs owning their own business and getting them off the unemployment lines. I mean, this program is perfect. I like what Glenn said. I've been trying to find a job for 4 months. I live on my mom's couch, and I'm 40. You sound like one of my sons.
What he says, it's perfect, isn't it? I love what he says next. I have drive. That's perfect, Glenn.
That's right, yeah. And you know what? He doesn't have to drive because he's living on his mom's couch. And that's awesome. I'll tell you what. Your mom might be happy if you just actually work the computer for 3-4 hours a day, start getting some money, and then maybe you might move out. Or
buy your mom a house, too.
Yeah, buy your mom a house. Move them out. But anyway, we're teasing with you, Glenn. Anyway, thank you very much. You took advantage of it. We only have about, we're only going to do about 3 or 4 more minutes, maybe 5 more minutes max. So if you have any more questions, go ahead and type them in now. We'll get them as quick as we can. But if you're going to take action, and I want to see if you are going to take action, let me ask you this before we go. How many are still paying attention to here? Go ahead and type in 1. Let me see who's still paying attention and if you're on the fence or not. Anybody? By the way, Sam, Gary's asking, is SEO the only way you guys get traffic?
Rich, I mean, he's asking you, Rich. Why don't you answer the question? I'm just kidding.
Yes,
Gary, SEO is the only way I use traffic. SEO is the only thing, like for my websites. SEO, that's the only way I get traffic. I don't buy traffic, anything on my websites, never have, never will. To answer that question with another one that Mr. Talk Tan asked, how many pages websites do you have to build? You need to don't have to have massive websites, guys. Never ever. I've made that mistake of building massive websites for a lot of products, and it's too hard to manage. You want product page. You want websites that has 30 to 100 products. That's it. And you need to build another website, another niche, or another website with the same types of products, the same exact product with little different twists on. I teach that in the course. It's very, very important, guys, to dominate. In certain keywords, guys, and I'll tell you something. Certain keywords on certain. If you go to Google, you can type it in, and I'll have 8 spots of the 10 out of Google out of about 4 or 5 websites because I go after certain things, niches, right? Cool.
Well, we have a couple of people are still very interested in that, and I know they're a little bit on the fence. I'm just curious, okay? I know we still have about 50, 60 people left on the call. We're going to wrap it up here in just a minute. Do you worry about IP addresses, Sam?
Okay. Now, if it's a shared server, I have a number of servers, guys. I have a bunch of different, 6 different ones. Yes, I do in particular niches. Okay, if I sell garden statues and I had 3 garden statue sites, would I have them on the same IP address? No. If I found that the garden statues are selling me really good, I'm just giving you an example, and I had bought 3 domain names, I always like to buy 2 to 3 domain names on every type, like I said a while ago, MP3 doorbells, Fight Song doorbells, and I bought a couple more. I buy them, and I'll find out if it's going to be good for me to do, and I start making money on one of them, and I'll go ahead and throw them on different IP addresses, which means I'll put them on a different server, right? For garden statues, so I had 3 garden statue sites, for example. I wouldn't put them on the same server with the same IP address. But if I had dog collar sites, I would put them on that same server with one of the garden statue sites. You see what I'm saying? I'll stack them. Some of my servers have 5, 6 domain names. They're all different ones, right? I have a lot of different domain names too, other than just e-commerce, guys. I have a lot of different ones on different servers, so I spread them out. But I don't worry about that unless it's if it's the same product like garden statues or dog collars and a bunch of different domains. I don't put them on the same IP address. And now you can buy VPNs, guys. It's cheaper, like 30-some bucks a month. VPNs, virtual private server, and you can put you can get all kinds of IP addresses, like $1 a piece. Each IP address, you can stack them around different ways, right? Easy stuff. To get started, you don't need to worry about that, Harry.
There you go. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up now, Sam. We got about another 2 minutes left.
Okay.
If somebody was on the fence, and like I said, there's about 50-some people left. If somebody was on the fence and they said, you know what, it's a $197 investment, I get it. It's affordable, I get it. I have a credit card that can hold this $197. I get that too. Sam's giving us a 30-day guarantee whether you like it or not. For whatever reason, tell Sam you don't want this product and he'll refund your money. If you put it on a credit card, it won't hit for another 30 days. So it's basically a buy it, try it, and if you like it, that's awesome. It'll stay on your credit card. And if it's not, well, then you'll get refunded. So it's a win-win-win-win-win situation. The nice thing about this is that everybody's buying on the internet. This is not something that we're making up. You know, e-commerce on the net is billions and billions of dollars, and there's enough part of the pie for everybody, and that's what's awesome. Sam, can you add anything to convince somebody in this last 60 seconds to take advantage of this?
Well, yeah, obviously you guys have been on here this long and listened to me for an hour and a half, and you're interested in this, right? Or you wouldn't be here to listen to me that long. You listen to me longer than my wife usually listens to me. But guys, this is a real business, a huge potential for you guys to make a whole lot of money, and if you just had to put a little bit of time and a little bit of effort into it, and you can build this. Where can you find a business in a box that I guarantee you've never seen anything like this? The training that I have in there, the step-by-step hand-holding that's in there for you guys, and all the resources. You'll never find this for $197 again. I will be raising the price on this pretty soon to a lot more, because like I said, my competitors are selling their stuff for $2,000 to $3,000. And they don't have near the information that I have in the training that I have in here, and the support. We have a live support. We have a guy that manages my support. He checks it twice a day, so he's always on top of my support desk. And like I said, one-time investment, guys, $197. You can't beat that. I'm not going. There's no TOs. There's nothing else to sell you. I'm not going to sell you anything later, saying it's incomplete without all the traffic generation strategies, finding niches, finding manufacturers, selling on 3 different platforms: Amazon, eBay, and most importantly, you're on your own websites, because that's where you'll make your most profit, guys. And just want to see you guys on the inside. Our live training our live training group session starts next week. That alone, just one video. There's one video in the last sessions, guys, and they're in there in the last module 13. The last 4 sessions, there's one video alone in there worth $197. Seriously, the information that we shared there is just phenomenal. So I want to see you guys on the inside. So I hope to see you guys on the inside. Start next week. We'll start a live trading session. And I hope to see you guys just selling physical products online and not jumping from one thing to the next, and start concentrating on a long-term business.
Thanks, Sam, very much. That was absolutely an awesome presentation. www.ecomdomination.com/get/James. I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in the chat box one more time for those of you who just want to do a quick click and get there. And I am also put that in the question box, so you can go ahead and highlight, cut, and paste it. And you can do that now, or you can do that a little bit later.
And yeah, and you guys can grab the slide too. The slide, everything's in the slide there, even the link if you guys need it. So you guys grab your link for the bonuses and stuff, and just for coming out, and the slide, this whole slide with all the information in there. And I hope to see you guys on the inside, and I hope you guys have a great afternoon and a great weekend.
Thanks, Sam, very much. And I want to thank everybody who came out today, especially the folks who participated from James Knight. And thank you, James, very much for, excuse me for 1 second. Thank you very much, James, for inviting your list to this special presentation. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. On behalf of JVZoo Webinars, Webinar Swaps, Night Marketing, and Rich Willen's Webinars, and everybody else, thank you so very much. Love to stay and hang around, but got to go, and I'm sure you do too. We'll see you on another edition of what I just told you we are. Thanks, everybody. You have yourself a great evening. Good night.
Good night.